Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. My name's Heather and today I wanted to go through my March reading wrap up as well as the balancing the book situation. You all know what a reading wrap up is, where I go through the books I read in a month and give you my star ratings and my general review on them. But the balancing the books is an idea that I am borrowing from Emma from Drinking by My Shelf, which I have counted all the physical books that I own in our house. And I have a number. I will link the video where I tell you that horrific number in the cards and down in the comments down, the description down below. But the number is 242. So the aim by the end of the year is to end up at under 200. But I also have to make sure that I don't get that number going up, evidently. I, unfortunately, I'm also now tracking all ebooks, audiobooks and physical books that I'm bringing into my library so that I'm just more aware of all the books that are floating around, because ebooks are one of those things that goes onto a device and you don't see it, so you don't think about them. I only read one physical book off my TBR, so now the number is 241, and that was Bad Feminist by Roxane Gay, which is an essay collection where they go through feminism and ableism and stuff. It's really good. I like reading it on, I read this also, physically read it and also managed to get hold of the audiobook from the library, and I gave this 4 stars. I then went back and reread one of my childhood favourites, which was The Worst Witch by Jill Murphy, and it's about a young girl who goes to a witch academy, and anything that goes wrong at the school is always tied back to her. I had an arc. I was lucky enough on NetGalley to get hold of an arc of The Sneak Peek Firekeeper's Daughter, which is a young adult contemporary by a First Nations author which is by Angeline Bouley, and I gave that 3 stars. I really enjoyed The Sneak Peek of the Firekeeper's Daughter, and it was an own voices of a different culture that I'm not privy to, and just the approaches and how they deal with the life changes. And then I went on to the reading of Alana, the First Adventurer, which is book 1 in the Song of the Lioness Quartet, which I read on ebook as well, and that is about a young girl who wishes to be a knight while her twin brother wants to go and be a mage. At the age of 11, they're shipped off to... Alana is meant to go up to the seminary to become a healer and a magic person, while her brother is meant to be sent to the king's court, trained to be a knight, and they switch places. It follows Alana's adventures as she navigates fulfilling her dream of being a knight and a girl in a knightly place. Then I read and managed to finish the Reign of the Fallen series with Song of the Dead, which is a young adult necromantic fantasy by a bisexual main character in a female-female relationship, and it's really lovely. I then also did Alana the First Adventurer 3 stars, and I gave Song of the Dead 4 stars. And then I got onto a little short story called Graceful Burdens, also by Roxane Gay. So that is about women it's a science fiction that's set in the future where women are genetically tested to see if they have the right genes to become mothers, and if they fail that, they then sterilised. Things go about that. It's really quick and short. They follow main characters, and there is a lesbian couple in there as well. And I gave that 4 stars. So that is my wrap up for the month. I had a really good reading month, but now to balancing the books. So I have managed to read 1 physical book off the TBR, so I go down 1 number, 241. But the problem is I brought 3 books in. 1 physical book and 2 ebooks. So the physical book is Queen's Rising by Rebecca Ross, which is a young princess feels like she's an outcast in her northern territory. She has been raised in the south. She has passions and struggles with the knowledge, and then a dangerous plot in the northern territory comes to life. And basically she has to rise to become the queen. I then also have Bethany Artazada's ebook of The Fallen Kingdom, which is the first book in a 4-book series, and it's following Ari, a young princess, has magical talent, but it's outlawed in her for women to have it, and it's an Aladdin retelling, and the final book has just come out for it, so it is worth a binge read. And then I also have All the King's Traitors by Kaylin Rivers, so that's also so Bethany Artisada and Kaylin Rivers are both indie authors, so I will be trying to prioritize getting to those as well and leaving reviews because it will really help them in their careers. So unfortunately with that, I've gone up to 244 books on my TBR. So I now need to pull off 4 books, so I still end up at a lower number, 240 books. So I'm going to unhaul Ironside by Holly Black. I've had this for ages and I haven't gotten to it. I don't know if it's book 1 or book 2 in a series, and I'm still struggling with Holly Black. So that will be going to a home. I've got The Madonnas of Echo Park by Brendo Salter-Purves, which is a contemporary. Yes, the unseen part of LA follows men and women who cook the meals, clean the houses, and struggle to lose their own ethnic identity in pursuit of the American dream. So I'm not really a contemporary reader, and I think someone else would enjoy this lovely hardback, so I'm going to unhaul that as well. I then am also going to unhaul Sidekicks by Will Kostaki, and this follows 3 people, 3 boys, a swimmer, a rebel, and a nerd, and all they have in common is Isaac. They live different lives and different interests, but keep different secrets. They shared one best friend. They were his sidekicks, and now Isaac is gone, and what does that make them? Is the blood contemporary? Not really my thing, so I'm hauling this. And then I have a book that I have no idea what it is or why it's on my shelves. It's called Interpreter, which is the Brian Atlas collection. He's a titan in science fiction. Those are the 4 books that I am unhauling, so that will bring me back down to 240. So I have effectively balanced the books by getting rid of books, it's not actually the point is to read all the books on my shelves, so I don't have to. But let me know what the best book you read in March is, and I would love to hear from you either in the comments down below or on any of my other social media platforms. And please don't forget to like and subscribe because it really will help my channel. And I'd like to thank you for coming, and let's use our voices to promote positive change in the world. Thank you and goodbye!